Hello guys, welcome back to another video. It's been a considerably long, not very long amount of time, but it's been a long amount of time because the special guest, we have a special guest today.
Hi, yeah, Charlie, I'm back. It's been a while.
A very, very long while, to be fair. But
Yeah.
we're starting a new series called Let's Talk Football. And basically, it's a summary of each of all the big games that happen the day before we're recording. So right now we're recording on a Sunday. So we're going to be talking about all of the big games in our opinion. So some games might not classify as big games to us, but they might to you guys. So just bear that out. So for example, the Serie A, we're not going to be recording Serie A or Liga videos because at the end of the day, it's only going to be Juventus or PSG winning each of their leagues. So there's no point recording Serie A videos related to Serie A or Liga. So in these videos, we're just going to be talking about the happenings in each respective game that we think was considered to be big. And without further ado, let's get started. Now, the first game, and unfortunately for me, was Manchester City versus Tottenham Hotspurs, where Manchester City were beaten 2 goals to nil by a Tottenham Hotspur side that are arguably favourites to win the Premier League right now. And to be honest, if I talk about how bad Man City were, we'd be here for a few days. So I don't want to say that. But instead, I'm going to give credit to Tottenham because credit where credit is due. Jose Mourinho has turned this Tottenham side from a bunch of imbeciles who couldn't win a trophy to save their lives to a bunch of players who now are willing to die for the badge and Tottenham are not playing the best football, don't get me wrong. But the fact of the matter is, in the Premier League, all that matters is you get the 3 points. Nobody's going to look back and say, oh, you didn't play good football. Do you think any Tottenham fan will honestly care if they win the Premier League without playing with or without playing good football? No. And they 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 never looked in doubt last night. From minute 4, when Son scored a lovely goal, to the end of the game, and they just looked comfortable. And Lo Celso did add a second goal in the 70th, approximately the 70th minute, which just about killed the game. And it leaves more despair for Pep Guardiola's men, but unfortunately, that is.
Okay, so now on to the other Premier League games, where we start with Manchester United West Brom, where it was a pretty dull first half where nothing actually happened. But then as soon as second half came, West Brom in the 46th minute go forward and get given a penalty. But then VAR controversially denies that penalty, breaking West Brom's terms. Bruno is then given a penalty 10 minutes later where he misses, but Sam Johnson was off his line and he had to retake it and scored, obviously. Robinson came on in the 62nd minute, making a near instant impact, hitting the bar in the 65th minute. And respect to Sam Johnson, he played a game of his life. He played so well. He made so many saves against Rashford and Martial. Mad. And then we have Chelsea versus Newcastle, where Federico Fernandez, I think it was, who scored an own goal in the 10th minute, which is not the best start to a game. And then Tammy Abraham scored his first goal in a while with an assist from Timo Werner to kill the game. Then we do have Brighton versus Aston Villa at home. It was a pretty action-packed game. Danny Welbeck scores in the 12th minute from an assist from Adam Lallana, the two new signings this season. Then Erizi Konza scores in the 47th minute with an assist from Traore, Villa's new signing. And then Solly March scored a screamer with an assist from Pascal Gross. And then late drama as Tarek Lamptey got sent off in the 91st minute.
It was a pretty action-packed game, and you're right, Charles. It was an action-packed game. And just to add on, Villa were denied a last-minute penalty, which was very similar to West Brom's denied penalty. And I don't understand, to be honest, what the rule for penalties is anymore, to be quite honest. And I think everyone is quite baffled by it. And I saw Dean Smith's reaction when the penalty decision got overturned against his side, and he was he was quite baffled, and as he should be. That was a clear penalty, and I don't know how that wasn't given. There was contact. Yes, he got the ball, but he did make contact, and he tripped him clearly. And then he was acting all innocent about it as well, Solly March. I know he scored a wonder goal, but that doesn't give you the authority to do stuff like that. Anyways, let's move on to the Spanish league, or also known as La Liga, and a bad day at the office for Real Madrid as they faced an informed Villarreal side and they managed to just about get the point. They looked comfortable for most of the game, but a late Thibaut Courtois error uh, changed the game, and Villarreal were awarded a penalty which they capitalized on. And then in the 82nd minute, if it wasn't for a Rafael Varane interception, Real Madrid would have lost that game. But it was a crucial intervention which saved them the point against a very good, very informed Villarreal side. Now Barcelona, I mean, it was more disappointment from Football Club Barcelona as they were left to be wanting and they didn't deliver, and there was only one player who lived up to expectations, and that was Ousmane Dembele. But apart from that, it was a pretty dreadful performance, and there's more questions to be asked ahead for Ronald Koeman, and his job is going to be on the line every game he plays. Every match, it's going to be a very big game for him, especially from now. Barcelona are very far behind La Liga leaders, Real Sociedad, and Atletico Madrid now, with a game in hand, are second with 20 points and the same goal difference to Real Sociedad. But if they win their next game, they'll go 3 points clear of Sociedad and an astounding an astounding 12 points clear of Barcelona. Barcelona are 10th. It's incredible, to be honest. Now, the next league Charlie is going to be talking about is the Bundesliga.
So, the Bundesliga always seems to be action-packed, as it was this weekend. So first, I'm going to talk about Bayern's game, which was probably one of the most boring games during 1-1 with Werder Bremen. But the American wonder kid Joshua Sargent showing promising signs of becoming a new talent. He assisted Maximilian Eckstein in the 45th minute on the stroke of half-time, and Kingsley Coman scoring in the 62nd minute to just give Bayern a point. Then, now, on to Borussia Dortmund versus Hertha. Erling Haaland scores 4 goals away from home at Hertha Stadium as Borussia win 5-2. It was Rafael Guerrero also scoring. Matthias Cahunas scored twice for Hertha, but they never had a chance really. And Mukoko, the 16-year-old who turned 16 a few days ago, maybe it was yesterday. I think it was yesterday. But showing promising signs, could it be a new start? And also another game, Hoffenheim versus Stuttgart finished 3-0 with Kemp scoring in the 93rd minute to equalise and salvage Stuttgart a point.
Yeah, I think you mean 3-3, Charlie. You said 3-0, but that's fine.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I meant 3-3.
Yeah. I mean, Bundesliga, there was a lot of draws yesterday in the Bundesliga, and for the most part, Dortmund, until the first half, they didn't look like they were going to do much in that game. They were 1-0 down, but of course, the golden boy, by the way, Erling Haaland, quite literally the golden boy, he's a game changer, and if Borussia Dortmund want to win the league against this machine that Bayern Munich have built, Erling Haaland is gonna, if a fit Erling Haaland gives them the best chance of doing so. And yeah, I mean that's about it really. This was a quite fun video to make.
News from the Premier League, Calvert-Lewin scored again against Fulham, 2-1.
Oh,
It's gone.
that's a brilliant for the fantasy owners. Such
Fantasy, I have him in my fantasy.
Yep, I have him in mind too. But anyways, enough talking. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. As I said in the start, we haven't worked out how much we're gonna upload of this series. Maybe it's a weekly thing, maybe it's a daily thing. We're still trying to work out because right now I have more free time, but later on in the year there will be more things for me to do, and so I want to have it more consistently. Not that we upload like every day now, but then in January we don't upload at all. So I'd rather do it every week consistently. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and peace.